Richmond. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Redskins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Hunter Henry brings it in. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
70, Indy, Smith. 49 to Mike.
Wilkins on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilkins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 5 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Second down, Wilkins. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
18 Gator. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We ain't giving them nothing to do. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Ready, ready.
Throwing on first down. Here's Wilkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get in the right room.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And here a look at the offensive starters for the Redskins.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone before we had a chance to even say anything. But let's keep an eye on these wideouts. QB already has 1 touchdown pass. You know he's looking for a few more before this one's over. Those wideouts will get plenty of opportunities to try and score again.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Yeah.
On 2nd and 12, Wilkins. This will be caught by Brown. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Here's Wilkins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Sylvester. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, Zoo.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. 6-man. Check curls.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 2nd and 9, Wilkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd down, it's Wilkins. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. Complete, it's Henry. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On play action, Allen. That's going to be caught. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Here's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Allen going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the ground, McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem for me.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Wilkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ready? 70, Indy.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
Wilkins looking to throw on 3rd. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. On first down, Wilkins.
I know many people like that.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear. Hey, Haywood.
Wilkins looks to pass on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
49 is the mic. 49 to go.
3rd and long for Wilkins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Got it.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Shoot. They're going to try and throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Milano. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So a very tight first. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Go. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch me.
Looking to throw, Wilkins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike.
On 1st and 10, Wilkins. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Check hot route. Hot. 61. Matchbox white. Check. Big grip.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 8. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check.
They toss to Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, set, 8, read. 54. Hey, exit. Defense focus. Hey, check 24. Go.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Ken Loba. Flipper. I'm playing. Recon, 132 fighter. Begin. X3, 218, chopper.
Throwing on first down. Wilkins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Wilkins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Crunch time, defense.
Throwing now is Allen. And his throw is incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass. And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ready? 70, Indy. 80 weapon. Ricky.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right? This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball. Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort. Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
We go.
On second down, McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little game. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Ready. 30 base. So don't say nothing. Check 4. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
This is Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And they try to sweep to Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Wilkins. And this is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
It's complete to Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins.